Hi guys, so today I'm going to be sharing some review tutorial of these new items from Textures by Luke Collins. It's a line particular to Craftstash. They did send these items initially for me to show you guys when they did the giveaway, and but of course all opinions are my own, and any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So in that video I did go through everything, so today I'm just going to go ahead and play with them, but I will link that video in the description box if you're curious. And so today what we're going to do is we'll play with these guys. I really want to try this out. It's the Nordic Christmas panels, and it basically cuts what looks like a Fair Isle sweater, or like an ugly sweater, but this is very pretty. And so we have these guys. Big card base, as you can see, your topper. The die itself is just over 5 inches metal to metal and just over 7 inches, so it makes a 5x7. We have like a matte layer, and then the two pieces that would go over on top of that. And I want to see, yeah, these guys nest inside of that. So there's that. And then I think to top it today, we'll do the little Christmas tree. It's really sweet. But today I think we're going to use this guy. And I think maybe we'll just use the die. Maybe we'll use the stamp and die. If I use the stamp, there's some of the wording on there. So what happens is you have these guys that definitely, if you stamp it, you can also, I believe, cut it with this same die. Or you can just have like a silhouette, die. Something like that. It cuts perfectly there. And this guy too. So we have like a little wording, a little fun on his little bum there. And probably to top it off, we'll take a sentiment or something from the tag set here. So let me grab some papers and I'll be right back. I'm sorry, and before I get to that, I do want to mention that Craftstash is currently having a sale where it's 10, 15, 20% off. It's that tiered sale they do just every once in a while here, so it just depends on how much is in your cart. The discount comes off automatically in the cart. And I believe it ends today, which is Sunday. I don't remember the actual date, but I'll have that info in the description box, so if you're watching Monday or any day after that, I believe the sale will be over. Their sale times end at midnight UK time, or London time, which is roughly 4 p.m. Pacific time, or like 7 p.m. Eastern time. So just keep that in mind, but I'll have that info in the description box. Okay, I'll be right back. So to start, I was looking for some like whitewash paper, and then I came across this. I thought it was really pretty, the Hunky Dory Urban Edge. It's actually matte cardstock, so I thought it's gonna be really nice with that deer and things. So I'm gonna cut it from this top side here, so it's a little grungy looking, but it's not really capturing a lot of the dark part over here. And this is the plate that has I guess for like these little lines here. That's totally different from the next plate. So that's the one that's going to give you a more fine detail, and then this one has larger border background, so this is the one that goes behind. So this is plate number 1, plate number 2. I don't think I'm going to use the outer die today, but we have this guy. I'm going to cut it off from this lighter blue paper. Just give it more of a crisp, like Christmas feel. Of course, I'm going to trim these down. I'll run them through my die cutting machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just want to show you how that looks, because I'm also new to this line. And this is a thinner paper that I used here. Then like that Hunky Dory paper is like 350 GSM, I believe. 350, yep. I'm just going to scrub the back real quick just to get rid of some of the pieces, but let's see. Ejector buttons in the corners, which is nice. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous, nice and clean cut. And then this is the adorable, scoreable Hunky Dory thick paper. And I mean, I can see, like I said, don't release your dies. If you look at the back and it doesn't look like anything's cut through, or there's a piece missing, just run it back through. But these cut like butter. There we go. And let me again eject that there. So no problem there. Look at that. So this one has little pieces I do need to clear out right here. So I'll spend a moment cleaning them both out. And so as you can see, that's why I chose this one to go on top, because it had like the thinner areas. So whenever you see something that has like thinner, just little small areas cut out, that means the one in the back, or the other one should be the one in the back, or however, with these layering kind of dies. Look at the little hearts. Oh my gosh. How cute. Okay, let me finish cleaning these out and I'll be right back. Clean those out. I do want to mention the collection, there are also 2 embossing folders. One's a Fair Isle and I believe, I forget what the other one is, but really pretty. I mean, look at how pretty that is. And I'm just going to pop that onto a white card base. Oh my gosh. And so with textures, you know, the whole point is it's a little bit grungy and fun that way. And for me, I'm just kind of playing with my papers that give it that different texture. But, and again, it's exactly 5x7. And the metal on those dies is a little bit larger. So what I'm going to do is just take some glue. I'm going to stick this down first and then I'll come back. I'm not going to stick them down together and then put them on top. It'd be easier to do what I'm doing here. So I'm just putting glue wherever I think is important. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to kind of line out all these little areas. That looks good to me. And this will sit right on top of our 5x7. So I'm going to be kind of careful in that there's the kind of glue that sets up pretty quickly. But if you would like to use like a craft glue or something that gives you another second to lay it down, then I would definitely do that. Oh, I do want to mention I saved these pieces because I was popping them out. If you wanted to come back in with like the zigzag that was missing there, you can pop it in here, or you can use the one that came out of there, you know, in different colors, right? Let's say you ran it through some black and added like black areas there, or like these guys too. This little area cuts out, and when you lay it down, you can see in there, obviously there's little dots, but let's say you wanted to just pop in another color, you can do that. But I'm going to leave all the detail. And with this guy, the same thing. Just going to go around adding glue, of course all the edges, and then wherever I think is important on the little stripes, you know. So I'll be right back. That looks pretty good. And I'll start like on this corner. Before I really stick it down, just make sure we're lined up pretty good. Okay, I'll hold that down and I'll be right back. I have that. I mean, that is so pretty for a background for anything. Again, 2 or 3 colors, you know, if you want to. Also matte layer behind here. This is exactly 5x7. The die that comes that's a little bit larger is a little bit bigger than 5x7, so it makes a bigger card, as you can see, if you want to use that. It's like 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. So it would be larger than a 5x7 base. Just want to show you that. So you have this gorgeous thing. You know, I was going to cut this out of black paper, but I'm thinking... And then I thought maybe some black shiny paper, but then I saw this silver paper. I thought, wow, that'd be really pretty. That would really pop. So I'm going to run this through, probably right there. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Look at, oh my goodness. Such a nice size too. The die, what you can see is just not quite 3 inches wide at the antlers here, but it's 2, 4, like 5.5 inches tall or so. So that makes a nice piece for this, you know, background or a card. And again, I mean, you can put that on anything. A2 would fit also. It just would take up the front really nicely. So I don't know if I'm going to glue this down completely. I think I'm going to pop it up. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on this, and then I'm going to take out the tag dies, and we'll see what we want to do with that. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have tags and word dies and things, and let me bring this out. Wow, so we have these really cool, like festive, merry, Christmas, and wishes, so you can mix those up. Of course, we have words. Like in here, I think it says wishes, merry, and Christmas, and festive. So it's the same words, but there's in like a script font. And then we have all the tag pieces and things. So let me see if we have this here. Just be like festive. Let me play with this a little bit, and then I'll decide which words I would like to use. I think I'm going to use the word festive, and then wishes, but in the script. So on the festive, I think I'm going to run this through white paper. I'm trying to think if I want to do white and then blue or how, but I have some pearlescent white paper so that I can bring that out. So I'm going to run this through real quickly, and then the word wishes from in here. I think I'll run through maybe some silver paper again, just bring that silver back, okay? And I'll be right back. So cut out the word festive, super easy. And then, you know, the lettering comes out really nice. It's a nice size if you want to paper piece that back in. Really sizable labels here, or pieces. And then let's see, wishes. Okay, oh, my eye dot is separate, so I gotta find that. It's in here somewhere, because obviously, there it is. It's right here. So we might use that, we might not. Maybe we'll replace it with something else. But what I'm going to do right now is, you can leave it like this. I mean, you can see right through it and see the word festive, no problem. But I think I'm going to back it in black just to put a little stark color in here. So all that is just taking like a little piece of black paper, like this one already has a shape. Maybe I should use something else. Excuse me. And you can glue that on and cut it, or you can just kind of eyeball what you're doing. So as far as this, I would trim that down, trim it down a little bit more, and just kind of eyeball about how much I need to come in behind this guy. Okay, and then, you know, glue it down, and I'll trim this away too. Okay, and I'll be right back. So, just putting these things away, I just want you to see how big these dies are. Like this one, and there's the other tag. So if that's a 5x7 card, I mean, you can see where you can just really play that up. And I could put one of these guys behind the little character there, but I do want a lot of the background to show. So let's put this over here. So let's see. Let's not misplace our little dot in case we want to use it. So festive, and then maybe wishes. Ooh, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is probably just keep everything down. And the way I'm going to stick this down is probably with line it with tape, because that paper can be very sensitive and I don't want to put too much glue. So I'm just going to put tape. I'll line this out as much as I can, and I'll be right back. Just taking the carriers off of that lining tape. And what I will also do is, just on the tape, is add a little glue, since that little barrier there will, that tape being a barrier will help. And so I'm gonna put this gorgeous guy like right here. And then I am gonna just stick down festive. And then wish is gonna go something like this. And I'm just gonna glue it down, but since everything's kind of flat, what I'm going to do is, and I haven't done this, I don't think ever, maybe once or twice. Let's put something on that to hold that. Like a stamping block to help hold that down well. I'm going to run through the word wishes a couple more times in this kind of heavyweight white paper. So I'm going to run through the die cutting machine 2 more times, and I'll be right back. And what we're going to do with these is just glue them together now to make dimension. Just like I said, something I don't normally do, but I know a lot of people do. So I'm going to be careful about this guy, and I'm going to put the glue. You know what? I'm going to put the glue on the back of my hand. Why not? Do a little glue on there. Layer these 2 guys up, and then I'll do the same thing with the silver one. And again, just a little bit of glue, because we don't want our silver paper to buckle or warp in any way. And I'm just going letter by letter, making sure this is lined up really nicely. And even with that, we already got some thickness here, right? You have some dimensions, so that's really nice. And then, you know what I'll do? I'll put the glue on this, and then I'll put the silver piece on. So get yourself a good amount of glue. And then bring this guy back. And starting with the W. Make sure that's nicely in place. And then I'll hold on to it just to make sure everything's sticking together, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our card base stuck down really nicely. Festive, and then wishes. Again, we have the little dot for the eye, but I think I'm going to switch it out for like something like a little rhinestone or something. So I brought out some stones here. And just put some glue on that, and that gives us some dimension. And you can also cut from like foam or something like that and stick that behind there. That'd be good too. I'm gonna put that right there. I'll hold that down a little bit more in a bit. And then I'm just going to use some of these blue just to bring some light blue back into the design. That one's too big, like that size I think is good. Oh, you know what? I want to use a different tool. This guy going, I need to re-stick my stickiness there. Alright. And there's our card. Really sweet, really quick. I mean, if you're going to do this for like all your Christmas cards, this one's a fast one because it's all die cutting and that background is made up so quickly. Really, really sweet. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks so much Craftstash for sending these items for review. I'll have the links in the description box. And again, that sale runs through this very end of August. I always forget if today's like the 28th or 29th or whatever date. Sorry guys, but the information will be in the description box. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.